Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Let's go ahead and get started on your reading. Spirit, please show me what messages, what guidance that they need to hear the most. All right, we've got communication is key. We need to really open up. You guys, communication has really sucked lately, okay? I feel like this is almost like communication between people because we do have Mars in Gemini. So this could be like, I feel like, what this is like everybody who has been censored is no longer being censored. They're being able to speak up. And I feel like that's going to continue all the way until January. It's almost like, Mars has been going forward and now Mars is kind of taking the brakes off. So you're not really getting cussed out too much when you actually tell the truth. But I feel like there is communication that is extremely important and we need to be mindful of how we're getting our point across. Communication, communicating with others in a very loving and kind way is going to be very important. I do feel like somebody is wanting to come in and talk to you about possibly a move, a home, Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is about buying and selling of a home, okay? I do feel like there is some type of an offer or there's an offer that you are waiting on. I do feel like there is someone who is a bit non-committal. They're really kind of looking at, they're looking at all of, am I going to get my return on my investment? Because we have to be really mindful, especially nowadays, and I feel like there is someone who is wanting to come in and offer you that type of stability. Also with the King of Pentacles, this could be some type of a financier, and I definitely do feel like the King of Pentacles is somebody who is very grounded, practical, stable. He is definitely somebody who, looks at, like I said, they want to make sure that they get their return on their investment. They don't want to just throw things away. Okay. They want to make sure that they're going to get the accolades that they deserve out of this. It was like the other day I was looking at something to purchase and they want, this thing is like old as fuck, and you can get a new one. Like the way that they're pricing it is like, it's 14 years old and they're still wanting half of the, half of what it's worth, so this thing sold, at a certain price. And now even 14 years later, they think that it's still worth that, half of that price. And I'm like, not anymore. You have to look at, and I feel like that's kind of what this is talking about, is you've got to look at, will you be able to sell that thing later on? Are you going to be buried in whatever it is that you're buying? Because you've got to look at like interest rates and you've got to look at, the numbers, because that's what the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles is all about, is doing the numbers. Is this thing worth it for me to purchase? No, probably not. Not at what they're doing because, a lot of things lose their value. And especially when we have a market the way that it is right now, we have to be really mindful of the things that we are investing in. And that's what the King of Pentacles talks about. So that's why he's a little more standoffish before he just walks right into something blindly, because again, it could also be a very blind offer if you think about it. So it is really important that you communicate with a financial advisor, communicate with somebody, do your research is going to be the biggest thing when it comes to whatever this is, especially if it's about the purchase of a home for a lot of you, make sure that it's going to go up in value and not down in value. And with Uranus and Taurus right now, that is a really big thing because a lot of people are trying to, it was like, when the C word hit, right? Everybody was like out buying houses. I was living in Hawaii at the time. And fuck, things that should only be like, like not even $100,000 we're selling for like $600,000-$700,000. And it's like all those people who went out and bought all that shit at the beginning of the C word, are now stuck in it. And I hope that you guys are happy with wherever you ended up because you ended up just paying out the ass. So I feel like, for a lot of people, you need to really pay attention to what it is, that you are investing in. And before you make any decisions, make sure that you're communicating with somebody who is a financial advisor. And that's what I really get. I do feel with that bird right there, this is about messages, and also with the snail down there at the bottom, I do feel like for some of you, it is about the purchase of a home or the sale of a home. Anyway, you guys, I don't know. I actually really like this. Spirit, what advice do you have for this? What advice do you have? Breathe. Just take time to breathe. Anything that is meant for you will never pass you by. Just take a step back, breathe. And yesterday's reading was about breathing too. So for some of you, maybe you are staying at home and healing over something. So I do feel like that too. Maybe you need to, just sit down, take your vitamins, eat lots of fruits and vegetables, change your diet. Think about that, but take this step back and breathe. I feel like everything else is going to work in your favor. There will be celebrations at the end, and I definitely see you having more than enough. If this is about a loan coming through, don't worry about it. You got the loan. Obviously, I can't guarantee this to everybody, but for the most part, this is what I'm seeing. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in that personal reading, all my information is in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take care.